what is for this year? What is the main objectives for you for this year? We got the bigger picture. You'll do the constant learning. You have the technological approach, as I understand, right? We're going to do this fantastic, and we already acquired, right, some systems to help us for us. But what is this year goal?
Me with my team, we are trying to move to more of the soft skills trainings.
Right.
Because mostly before, when we just started, we need some people, to put them in the store, so that's why it mostly more technical approach or hard skills, I would say. So we try to teach them about our product, processes, how use our system, whatever. And now we understand, we want, people to grow with us with soft skills as well. So that's why such courses like communication style.
Mm-hmm.
So how to communicate better. And you're also probably familiar with the tone of voice, as we call it. So we believe that we have unique approach how we communicate with the customers and within our organization. So to put it shortly, we kind of try to break these barriers that you need to be formal, you need to put in your speech lots formal sentences, whatever. So we kind of prefer a more friendly approach. We kind of prefer to talk to our customers as we talk to our friends. So that's one of the points, that there is a communication. So we try to people, to express yourself easily, to know, how, to structure your speech, how to negotiate, in this case. I already mentioned that there is a leadership course, and it's also a coaching course. Basically we concentrate also and focus on the sales techniques as well. So
we have 1,000 people right now, and it's continuing to grow.
I believe more than 1,000.
Right. In agents.
That
is, and they're all around Philippines. How you do this? Do you travel? Or you plan to travel, or you do it distantly?
Before that was the case. I actually visited some areas, so I conducted some trainings there. But in that time we understood that's just at the time I was only trainer. So basically I cannot do it simultaneously, multiple sessions at the different places. So that's why we start using our online platforms. So it's online sessions. And luckily enough, now I'm not the only trainer. I have very good professional, which is Vin or Arvin. And it's really great, because one of the challenge actually that I experienced before is the language barrier. Even though, here in the Philippines, we understand that people can easily speak English and they can understand English, still we need to keep in mind that it's not their native language. It's Tagalog, Visaya, or any other dialects. So, but, luckily enough for me, we have Vin who can speak Tagalog. So this is one way how we can overcome this challenge. And basically he's the one who now conducting our regular trainings for POS. And he do it online, so we can connect the people from the different locations at the same time. And do 4-day training session.
He speaks Tagalog, right?
He speaks Tagalog. Not Visaya, but he speaks Tagalog.
In that respect, we're growing, right? And we'll be even bigger organization. A personal touch may also mean something, right? So not just video conference, but maybe a personal touch. Would you think about the concept where you would have local trainers? So you would be training the trainer, and then they'll expand the knowledge, at least in some specific areas, at least hard skills, for example.
And actually keeping in mind how fast we are growing, obviously that's necessity, I would say. When we have in major areas like Mindanao or Cebu, where we have lots of agents, definitely it's a good idea to have someone who can represent the Skyro. Because as Nasim, as I mentioned before, even though it's good that now in our modern time we have this app where we can connect and do the online sessions, still, as you mentioned, personal touch for Filipinas, you cannot like replace it with the online session.
Right.
It's good to have that one, but personal touch, that's what is required. Yeah,
Right.
the personal connection. So obviously, yeah, I vote with my both hands for the idea that
You'll be looking at this, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting for you. You've been in different countries, different projects, right? How you assess us? It's probably you can compare us as an organization. Maybe from your perspective, what do you think, even if from business perspective or maybe from human perspective, how would you give us a rating?
Okay, so let me put it in this way. So that's because before, I work, with my Japanese experience. It was a huge company, like really huge company, and it's already well structured with like lots of history. So it's kind of, you can say, everything was predictable. So I mean, you know your stuff, and more or less, I mean, the strategy is like well known for everyone. Of course, I mean, to trying to compare, we are completely different because we kind of still a bit small, compared to the amount of people who work for that organization.
Right.
But I was thinking that somehow still we sometimes think about ourselves like a startup. But to my understanding, we're already not a startup, because with the ambitions that we have, and that's what I believe that one of our unique advantage and our unique features, we are extremely ambitious. And I mean, with the growth that we can have, I mean, amount all of those years that we are present here, it's tremendous, and it's kind of amazing that we kind of achieve so far. So that's why I probably describe that we are like really ambitious in a good way.
Is it because we're talking right now, and me and you, and then you're giving good words?
No, that is
Good
like
assessment. All right.
personal. And sometimes I even kind of catch myself like I'm trying to say that we're still startup, but sometimes I think that probably we're already not, because we accomplished a lot already, and we kind of maybe not like very very famous, but still we are known. So
I believe very much in culture within the organization. That is one of the maybe not very visible but important powers, drivers of success. People could be spending 8 hours a day working in a company, but really involved 1 hour. And it's vice versa. If the person is like fully involved, like actively 4 or 5 hours a day, then the effectiveness of that time will be much higher. Also, once we're growing, the units are growing, right? We're becoming more hierarchical in number of people. But we don't want to keep that in a way that decision making is much faster, right? Like in a startup, we want to keep the startup culture. So it's a bit of a complexity. We are from different countries with different background, and then also it is a startup. We want to keep a culture of startup within the diversity of cultures of people coming from different traditions, right? How we think we are dealing with this? What is your notes on this? Any suggestions?
Once again, I probably can talk from the training perspective,
Right.
because this is like the field of my expertise. And actually, we already kind of working on it. So I believe that it should be culture awareness. That's why it should be like some of the cultural course where people can understand and can learn the crucial differences, and where they can shape their kind of mindsets, and I mean, change maybe their reaction and their behavior. Because let me tell you the funny story. It happened to me while I was working in the Japanese company, and I remember that was like the new manager. She was like recently assigned to this position, and we start communicating, And I remember that she finally sent me like, the agenda for our future meetings. And, I kind of read this email. And as usual, I just reply like, hello, like, it's okay, and send the message. And after a few days, she actually approached me and she was like asking, why are you mad at me? And I was like really shocked because I didn't understand where she's
Not
like,
enough words, man.
yeah. And then she's kind of explained to me, you just reply okay, meaning that you kind of,
Not okay.
yeah, that you are kind of upset, mad at me on, it's like something wrong. And in that time, yeah, I realized that, yeah, they kind of prefer the different style. So it's not okay for me, like, just replying okay, even though you understand, I wasn't mad, for me, just normal stuff to do. So that's how I learned that, oh, for me to show that I'm respectful, that I like kind of really appreciate and I'm in a good mood in this way, I need to use like, some filler words like, hello, good day. Yeah, I kind of, thoroughly read your email. Thank you for your time. Like, I'm really appreciate your effort. Yeah, like have a nice day. See you later. With this kind of template, that's how I show them that everything is okay, and it's like we're in a good terms. So these nuances, you need to understand that sometimes. That's yeah, there are some elements in your words, behavior, that you might interpret differently, but it might be far from what you are thinking of.
Totally agree. And you say you probably produce a special course for it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
fantastic.
Yeah, it's we actually, with the connection with HR, we are working on this course. So yeah, hopefully, I really hope that we can introduce it this year. So yeah, we start, improving our culture, communication. Yeah.
Looking forward.
Yeah.
I totally agree, because when I was working in Vietnam, or yet still trying to be aware of importance of different cultures, I made mistakes, even though trying to be very careful. Again, your previous approach to how you communicate could be very different compared to how it's proper communicated in that culture. And when I read a book about the cultural differences, although I was already experienced after Vietnam, look at this. If I would read this book earlier, probably I would be even better successful than I was at the time. It would not make this couple of mistakes I've done. So I totally agree. I think it will be a very important course for us. Okay, what is your advice to me? What should I do?
Wow.
Unprepared, right? That's
yeah,
good,
that's totally unprepared. But probably one suggestion, Nasim,
Right.
because yeah, I talk a lot about the personal connection here. Yeah,
Right.
because yeah, I really believe that is the stuff that's in culture. So that's why maybe sometimes it would be nice if you can, like, greet people, meet people, or do some, like, friendly session, just talk about maybe some news, or I don't know, like any kind of casual conversation. So
Right.
like with our company, like the general approach that, yeah, hi guys, yeah, really like to see you later.
Okay.
Something
Let's do
like
this.
that. Yeah,
Let's do this. We should try to think how we do this in the most appropriate way. Is it personal or not only? Because we have organization which is widespread, right, through the territory. That means we have to find the right. I like it. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and once again, based on my experience, I believe that people would love it if the big person in our organization gonna do this. So yeah,
One of the persons in the
yeah, one of the person. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Pavel, thank you very much.
My pleasure, all the time.
Yeah.
One final. We're still recording, yeah. One final point. Actually, yeah, it's kind of maybe not related. I mean, directly to our conversation, but yeah, I would like to do it. Before, when I just started my journey here, and locals, they usually called me a fam. You know what is a fam?
No.
Yeah, it's a foreigner assigned in Manila.
Hmm.
Yeah, and now when I hear that some people called me like, "Oh, you're fam," I was like, correct them, like, it's not totally right, because yeah, I already feel as a foreigner anymore here. So yeah, that's
So probably a task for those who considered yet to be foreigners, um, to become local, right?
yeah.
Well, thanks a lot.
Thank you so much.
Salamat.